ho ho. What is this, we say? Isn't this positively peculiar? Hey, what's up, pups? It's Vixie. I hope you're having a great day and hopefully it gets better. Welcome back to the Binding of Isaac. A soul of Isaac immediately is crazy. Ooh, cracked door's pretty good too. Neat. This is a bit strange and we're just kind of hopping directly into our little Isaac video here. But of course, we have to cover the comment of the week. Hold on, let's check out this pill first. Okay, this is Power Pill. Anyway, I picked out this comment from Draco Kazanare where they talk about how they think it might be a little bit interesting to do a run where you have a themed build, basically. Birthright is crazy. Okay, we might need to blow up the dono. We'll come back. Which, funnily enough, this video here might also, you know, sort of qualify in the whole thing of like a themed build or whatever, but you know, not fully. I'll explain the video in a moment. But this comment of the week is Draco Kazanare, and they're talking about themed builds, and I figured it was pretty fitting for a Isaac video with a theme to it. If you would like to be the next comment of the week, you can leave a comment down below, and it can be anything you want. It can be silly, it can be stupid, it can be something even nonsensical, and who knows, you might be the next comment of the week. And since we just kind of jumped into this video here, I suppose I'd probably owe you a bit of an explanation. Basically, what I wanted to do is get magic mush from one of these mushrooms, but that's beside the point. I wanted to start a run with Libra. Why? Because I think Libra is a really cool, really good item. Except when that happens. I wanted to see what would happen if you had Libra for literally an entire run. Anka. Even if you got like a super mediocre run with not too many things and you just kind of get stats up all the time, is Libra enough to hard carry you just on giving you constant all stats up alone? And that is the crux of this video. Stapler is awesome. I need to turn on my item descriptions. Don't let me forget. I wanted to start with Libra and I'm recording it now. I am so tired. I am so tired. I won't say this is my longest time I've spent awake. I think my record is like 32 hours or something like that. It's not fun. I don't recommend it. However, I am a chronic insomniac. So, oops. So currently I am running on not that much sleep and it is kind of affecting my ability to speak. So it's going to be really interesting if I end up actually putting this video out or not, but we're going to find out. Why? Because I want to record some Isaac, because I haven't recorded some Isaac in a bit because I was on my year's end break, and at the time I'm currently recording this, I'm still on my year's end break, but I wanted to record, so I guess it's not really a break at all, but that's beside the point. Bloody Gust is interesting. It would be kind of funny for our whole Libra thing we're doing, but I'm not gonna grab it because Tech Zero is infinitely better. I am currently, not to date the video or anything, even though I'm absolutely dating the video, I'm currently recording this on the 30th, so it's not even technically the new year yet. But by the time you see this, it will absolutely be the new year. So I suppose I'll have to try and think up some things as to predict and talk about in the future, except the future is now. So these are things that happened by the time you see this. Did you see how season 3 of Hell of a Boss came out and Stella came out as lesbian, and it was really cool? That entire family is now very happy, including Stolas and Octavia. I still have not seen a single episode of that except the new year. I've seen the entire thing, including the new 3rd season all the way through. Wow, happy endings for everyone. Isn't that great? Shop number 2 as good as the first one? Not really. I do kind of like Dreamcatcher here. Yeah, we'll go ahead and Dreamcatcher because I want to go to make sure that this Libra test is as test of a Libra as it could possibly be. I want to go full alt path because I think that is the hardest route in the game, not including greed mode. We're going full alt path to Mother, and having Dreamcatcher will be incredibly helpful for that because we will be able to double check all of our blind treasure rooms. And do we want to go Devils? Not particularly, because I like going Angels because that's more my vibe. I've mentioned this a couple times. I think Angels are great and awesome and cool and I love them. And this is one of very few rare times where I have an excuse to go Angels as Eve because we basically started with Birthright. So I think we're absolutely going to go for Angels here. Glass Eye is great. Maybe not the best in terms of all stats for a Libra because damage doesn't really spread out all that too much, but I do like the extra little bit of luck. One makes you larger, great. Which, that does remind me, I was thinking about maybe doing a slightly different video given that Oh, I guess I don't need a key for that. Go boy, I love Dross. I was thinking about maybe doing this video slightly differently, and I see like, is my zodiac sign any good in the Binding of Isaac? For most other people, I feel like that could be an interesting video concept. However, I can say for a fact that no, my zodiac sign is not good in Isaac because I'm a Leo. Leo is such a dog shit item that I actively avoid picking it up. So that would be a very short video, and also my zodiac sign item has basically no function. I just get big and can walk over rocks. Oh boy. Instead, I decided to go with my original thought, which was to play The Binding of Isaac all the way through to Mother, starting with Libra to see if that will make any notable difference into if I were just to play, you know, Eve to Mother in the first place. Which so far it's not feeling too particularly different, but I think that's mainly because we haven't had a chance to really stack up our Libra buffs yet. We haven't really gotten a whole lot of stats up items, and in fact we had those two stats down pills very early on, which kind of put a damper on things. But of course, if you want to see more Isaac, and if you're enjoying this video so far, make sure to leave it a like and leave a comment and telling me some things. And hey, if you play Isaac, or even if you just have an idea for an Isaac video, leave a comment down below and I'll see about doing that. I would say Draco's comment of the comment of the week inspired this video. This is very much a spur of the moment thing that I just kind of thought of. That style of comment that Draco left is something I very much appreciate. I like playing Isaac, I like recording Isaac, and Isaac videos are relatively easy for me to work on. So if any of you have any fun ideas for an Isaac video, I will always appreciate them. I did have a couple thoughts in regards to Isaac videos. The main thing is I want to have my Isaac videos chopped up a little bit more. I feel like they'll lend better a bit more to more heavily edited, shorter content. Maybe not full on, you know, like 15-minute videos maybe, but maybe like, you know, a half hour instead of a full hour sort of deal. So this video will probably end up being chopped up a lot more than my normal stuff. Ooh. Magic 8, yes please. It'll probably end up being edited a whole lot more than my usual Isaac videos, or my usual videos in general. I don't know, I'm gonna experiment with stuff. And the reason I'm experimenting with this whole different format for my Isaac videos is the way I've been making Isaac videos has already kind of differed from my usual formula, so to speak, because they're a lot more fast-paced and no deal great, a lot more punchy, and maybe they're just as long as my other videos, maybe not, you know, the longer stuff that are like an hour and a half long, but the general point is my Isaac videos sort of definitely have a different vibe to the rest of my videos on my channel. So I was curious if I fully commit to editing my Isaac videos in a different way and presenting my Isaac videos in a different way, I wonder if that would add a bit of variety to the channel that there's not too much of, which I'm not overly broken up about. I like my art videos, I like my long form Let's Plays, but it's always good to have variety. So I was curious about having my Isaac videos be this special different format, more heavily edited, more chopped up and whatnot. Not obnoxiously heavily edited, but just like a little bit more. And if that ends up being like a good thing, I did have this like crazy psycho mode idea and a sleep deprived stupor where I don't even know how this even came into my mind. What if I started another channel that was entirely dedicated to Isaac? Because on one hand, I've heard nothing but like positive feedback on my Isaac videos here. On the other hand, I never really wanted this channel to be, you know, locked to one specific game, but I did think it would be kind of fun to have an Isaac specific channel. So I was thinking about, oh hey, what if I made a brand new channel and I called it like Soul of Ember or something like that, and I used my Dragon Sona as like my my identity on that channel, and it's all dedicated to Isaac. Is this going to happen? Probably not, but you know, just in case, I did actually make that channel. So Soul of Ember is a channel that exists now, there's just nothing on it yet. And depending on how this goes, there may not be any content on Soul of Ember. There's a lot of cases like that where I make an account just in case I decide that, yeah, I want to commit to this. Given how overworked I normally am, purely by issue of my own making, with this channel, odds are of me actually committing to Soul of Ember not high. Currently, at this exact moment, stuff is business as usual. I'm just going to be Snowy is going to be editing my Isaac videos in a slightly different way. But aside from that, it's business as usual. You don't have to worry about subscribing to a new channel or anything like that. I'm not even going to bother linking Soul of Ember yet, even though the channel does exist. I don't even know if I'm going to commit to that yet, but it's nice to have the option. So far, I'm not feeling overly awesome about my stats, and I would really like to see some actual stats up going forward and not just like an occasional +1 to my damage every so often. Marrow is exactly what I was hoping for. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. That is definitely 100% a stats item. Still no Angel. We have our key piece. We're just kind of here at the moment. So I always talk up early Libra, and early Libra is a very good thing. I've mentioned it multiple times. I can't remember if I mentioned it in a video, but I've definitely mentioned that an early Libra is really, really strong, and I would very much appreciate the game proving me right on that regard and actually, you know, bearing fruit like sometime soon. That would be cool. Brittle Bones and Belly Jelly, I believe that was. Either Belly Jelly or Mega Bean, but either way, I'm definitely going for Brittle Bones because that means we break bone hearts and we get stats. And seeing as how we don't really need our Razor Blade, even though I guess that does add stats, but you know what else adds stats? Telepathy for Dummies, one of my favorite active items. This shit rips. First order business is actually, ooh yeah, look at that stats, is actually getting to our treasure room because we have some goodness there and I want that goodness. But of course, while I navigate the mines and hopefully not die, let's get this out of the way and say a huge shout out to all of my current patrons. I love you all so much. If you would like to support me and the channel, you can do so on Patreon for just $5 a month and get a bunch of cool perks such as work in progress art, whether it be for thumbnails or just something I happen to be working on, full resolution art, including for thumbnails. You'll get early access to all of my videos and access to a Tears Up pill. Oh boy. And access to a special channel where I host all of my director's cut and uncut content for your viewing pleasure. So if any of that strikes your fancy, make sure to head down the link in the description and check out my Patreon. Additionally, if you want to support me and you don't want to deal with a monthly subscription, I totally understand, don't worry. You can always just buy some of my art directly, because with only a few exceptions, all of my art is just available for a one-time purchase anyway. So you can do that too. No, before we boss, we want treasure room. That's what I want. Once again, a huge shout out to all my current patrons, of course. I think if we can manage to get something like 4 or 5 volt in our shop, that would be ideal, because that means we can repeatedly proc our telepathy for dummies on longer boss fights, i.e. Mother and Delirium. And because we have this wonderful item known as Libra, that's an all stats up repeatably. And speaking of repeatably, hold on. Replaces tears with bone shots, bone fragments. Ooh, wait. Hold on, is this not? This is compound fracture. This isn't brittle bones. Heck. Well, I don't remember what the other one was. I remembered it was also good, but I guess this is stats, so... Oh, it was kidney bean. So, last year, right? Yeah, last year, because it's currently 2026. Some pretty interesting things happened there in the final hours, so to speak, of the year, during my year's end break and whatnot. And that could be many, many things of the sort. So what in particular do I want to talk about? So, porn, huh? An interesting topic to bring up on Isaac video, I know, but I think it's kind of funny. For those of you who may be uninformed, despite my art style, you know, implying such, I don't actually draw NSFW stuff, like, basically ever. However, it was the Christmas season. I asked my followers on Blue Sky, hey, I was gonna draw some Christmas art. Do I make a lewd version? And of course they said yes, so I did that. So if you are over 18 and are interested in that, you can check out my Fur Affinity if you want. But that was a very interesting experience. Finally, we got our devil, Angel, the good one. What do you mean? I mean, of course, cool. It's gonna be an all stats down, but I mean, it's Godhead, so I guess our telepathy for dummies isn't too great anymore. Okay, maybe we will start going devils now that we have literal Godhead. That completely derailed what I was talking about. So, drawing this whole spicy project of mine was a very interesting experience because, as I mentioned, I don't really do that. Suggestive, yes. Outright NSFW, no. Like, basically never. I wasn't looking at the screen, so I don't know what my treasure room has, so I hope it wasn't amazing. So, basically, because a lot of my effort is put into designing outfits and clothes and such, I usually don't focus too much about drawing the body under the clothes. If you've seen Let's Draw in the past, you've seen I just kind of put down really basic shapes, and then I put lines, and then that makes the body. Because I really like drawing clothes. I like designing clothes. I think it's kind of fun. However, an issue arises when there not being clothes there is kind of the point. So the fancy Christmas art, we'll say, ended up being a bit bigger of a project than I had originally thought it would be because there was a lot of stuff I needed to learn how to do. Butt bombs. Well, we're not grabbing that, so I hope this is good. It is insane, actually. However, that does kind of defeat the point of Ludovico. So we're actually going to rewind, and we're just going to take butt bombs. Like, that'll be my mulligan, because Ludovico kind of ruins the whole point of this video. So we're just going to take butt bombs. I'd rather have something that does nothing over something that ruins the video I'm trying to do. Which, to an extent, Godhead might have, because it's doing the aura and everything, but whatever. But anyway, drawing the spiciness, the fancy Christmas art, was a very interesting experience because I had to draw and learn how to draw things that I wasn't really, you know, versed on drawing before. Granted, there was a few things that I was, we'll say, already familiar with, so to speak, that it was pretty easy for me to figure out how to draw. It was definitely an experience to try and figure out all of the important bits to what made it the way that it is for it to not look like trash, and I ended up spending like, it was like a 3-day project instead of what I thought would have been like a day and a half. So, oops. But at the same time, I got to show people a canon part of Vixie's design that you don't normally see because they tend to be covered up. I can't describe it, and I sure as hell can't show it on YouTube. So let's grab this knife piece. Run, SpongeBob! Excuse me, coming through, watch out. And we're outie. Alright, knife piece acquired. There actually is something else I wanted to ask you about, and it is something much more casual that anyone can answer, regardless of age. What are you snacking on right now, huh? I know there's people out there who listen to my videos while they're snacking and whatnot. I know you're there, even if you don't sound off, I know you're there. So tell me, what are you smacking on right now? Obviously, I'm currently not smacking on anything because I'm recording a video, and that would not be pleasant. Before I had the random jolt of inspiration to record this video right now, I was living my best life and I was snacking on some pretzels with like a cup of peanut butter to dip them in, and that's gas. That's gas right there. Oh no, the pile. Whatever should I do with Godhead? Wow, that was hard. No deal, unfortunately. I am devastated. Okay, I think this is gonna be the last HP up I grab, unless I get, you know, dead cat or something, because, like, oh my god. Speaking of the pretzels I was dipping in peanut butter, we grabbing infamy there, I noticed something that was very peculiar to me about the pretzels I was imbibing, so to speak, right? So here's my question for you. Everybody's obsessed with the Mandela effect, or at least they were at one point. Not sure if that's at all relevant anymore, but at least everyone was obsessed with the Mandela effect. So here's something I'm gonna ask you. 16% planetarium, cool. The bag of pretzels that are just kind of like snacks that you can get at the store. Mercurius. Soul of Isaac? Uranus. Nice. Are those, or are those not called rose gold pretzels? Is that not what the brand name has been since its inception? They were rose gold brand pretzels? Because that's what I've known them as my entire life. However, the bag I have sitting to my right that is off camera and off screen because it's a bag and loud and I can't grab it, they are in fact not rose gold pretzels. They are rolled gold pretzels. So that's the thing that I'm confused about. Were those pretzels never rose gold brand pretzels? Or is this like an off-brand store brand thing where they're rolled gold pretzels because they have to be legally distinct or whatever? Because I feel pretty adamant that they were absolutely rose gold pretzels at one point, but they're definitely not now. And it's deeply bothering my tired brain. More so than it most definitely should. Well, I wanted to open up my secret room anyway. Because it has greed in it, oh boy. Well, that at least means one of my shops won't have greed in it. Guaranteed. Still no item that I was looking for in the shop, but reverse strength. I'm actually gonna leave that behind. This is a test of if Libra is dope and cool or not. We don't need any outside influences making us do more damage than we already are. So what do you take me for? I already have to basically say like, oh, but it's Godhead. I have to take Godhead to explain me taking this, which can kind of carry the entire run on its own. Oh, I need to blow up a shopkeeper. Hold on, wait. Keep the change, you filthy animal. Alright, we're out of here. Horny boys! Oh, at least it's an easy boss. Oh, Godhead, I keep forgetting to actually use that so I get the stats bonus, but oh, whatever. Matchbooks, still not many stats up from our bosses, but that's okay. Okay, hold the fuck up, Edmund. Like, seriously, dude, like, oh my god. My guy, this video is supposed to be me seeing if Libra is good, not how many quality 4s I can get from the Angel deal without even fucking trying. Bruh. Okay, I guess we have Godhead Sacred Heart now. I mean, like, what the fuck is even the point of me doing this Libra video at this point? Christ on the cross, Lord above, why am I even bothering? Here's your fucking video, everybody. I was thinking in the back of my mind, like, what if I just got Sacred Heart on the next Angel D? And I was like, nah, there's no way. I already got Godhead. It's not gonna give me another one. It did. It gave me another one. Is this a... You know, if I really wanted to get my video back, I could totally walk over this 6-pip and just reroll my entire build, but I mean, fuck it, we ball. Just play it out, who cares? It's not every day that you're just handed a Godhead Sacred Heart run. I do kind of miss my Razor Blade though, because I would like an ability to just hit one of my red hearts in order to open up a, you know, a secret room without having to specifically aim for it, you know? What with our cracked orb and such. Beggars can't be choosers. I have Godhead Sacred Heart. I can only complain about so much. Hey, we got our shops, sweet. And I will leave that there just in case. Who knows, it might be Death Certificate. If that turns into Death Certificate, I'm gonna scream. My voice is already not super awake because I basically haven't spoken like at length in like a week. I'm a very quiet person outside of YouTube, fun fact. But if I get Death Certificate from my secret room, at any point, not just now, I'm gonna scream and I'll just deal with the consequences. I saw that this was Friendly Ball, so I'm just gonna grab this. I thought it was Dry Baby. I saw the vague outline of what that could have been, and I'm happy to see I was correct in my assumption. And here is our final shop. And it has nothing. Awesome, cool, great. That's what I was looking for, baby. Well, I suppose it's not the most awful thing in the world because I kind of forgot what item I wanted from the shop anyway. That's the bit. It broke after 3? Cool. That's the benefit of me recording these videos when I am horrifically sleep deprived. I forget so much more than I already do. I don't think there's much else for us to do here, so I guess let's just do Hard Mom and get to the corpse, huh? Oh my god! Head. Oh, and we got a devil. Sweeb. We'll grab the negative because it gives stats, and that's, you know, it's... You remember how this is supposed to be a Libra video? Devil has Backstabber because of course it does. Alright, just give me both of these, honestly. Let's see how difficult this is gonna be. My guess is not at all. I am astonished that that took so little time. Can you believe I'm not having to attempt even playing this game anymore, given the items I have? Obviously, Libra. Hey, Rotgut. I haven't fought Rotgut in a very long time. But now we have the corpse. And by extension, probably my second favorite track in the entire game. Love it. What I do want is the ability to find our secret room. Because, okay, thank you, Edmund. Remember her? This one's gotta be stats up. Libra? Telepills. Oh, this is actually cool too. I'm not even mad about it. Tears up. Nice. It's amazing to me that we have gotten so few, like, stats up items. Most of our stats have come from pills and then Sacred Heart and Godhead. Like, this is such a strange Libra situation. Like, I don't think I could have picked a weirder, worse seed for testing to see if Libra is good than the game just handing the win to me, basically. Like, what the hey? I might do a rerun of this challenge at some point where I just get less god tier items so I can actually give it a fair shake and not just do a Sacred Heart Godhead run. Well, here's our Rotgut fight, so I guess we'll just do that real quick. No surprise there. Get me in there. Excuse me, coming through. Watch out. Balls. And we're done. The Binding of Isaac is a difficult video game, but hey, we finally got above the usual tier 8 cap because of Libra. We finally got there. That's all Libra. The best item. Great item. The greatest item. It's so good. Legitimately, what is even the point? Oh, hold on. Okay, if we find our secret room, we do have a Perthrow and a Judgment we can play with now. The DC dream is definitely not dead quite yet. Could still very much happen. Do I want it to happen? Not particularly, because I don't really feel like screaming, and, you know, I've made a promise at this point. Ah, there's our secret room. That's a really weird place for it. I am using the Minimap API mod, so I'm not quite used to the way the map looks now because of that mod, but it looks real nice, and I love the extra little animations when I pull up the big map like that. 2 enthusiastic thumbs up from me. All right, let's pop our Bomba. Get in here. No pedestal items. 1%? Head of the Keeper? No. All right. Of course it would be you. Okay, so the DC dream may be dead because we got the worst possible beggar for actually paying out. He may be here for 3 full years before he pays out, and I don't know that I have that much time left, both in this run and in general. My back is deteriorating at an alarming rate. Couldn't tell you possibly why. Hey, can you pay out, like, right now? No, didn't think so. Oh, wow, golden key, exactly what I was hoping for. Oh, this could be the room that has a bunch of red hearts in it that no one ever wants. In fact, it does the opposite, because it hurts you. Cool. All right, there's one more room we can check. let's go give that a go. I guess in theory, if I totally wanted to throw this run right at the very end, I could hurt myself down to 1 heart and do the boss challenge. That might give me some HP back. Methinks we're gonna do that. So either I get hit down to 1 heart and I do the boss challenge, or this guy pays out nice and soon and I don't have to do that, and then we can fight Mother anyway. Either way, we need to do something interesting with this run, because it's just a Mongo Gongo crazy mode run now, and there's like no like this is barely different from a normal Isaac run. What if I started with Libra and then gave myself all of the best items in the video game? What would happen then? I wonder, think. All right, terminal doorknob, payout, please. Thank you. Sanguine Bond, Orphan Socks. Let's fucking go! Best item, such a good item. I'm so happy about that. I'm actually gonna play the boss challenge just for the sake of it, honestly. Just like, fuck it, why not? If I lose the run, I lose the run. Who cares? This is all in the name of content. This is that famous throwing for content thing I've heard so much about. 2 chubs. Really? There we go. There's a corpse boss. Apparently one of the bosses you can get in a corpse challenge room is just 2 chubs. I hope that's the only one, because obviously Rotgut can't show up, I don't think. I figured it would just be Chimera and Scourge, because, you know, there's 2 waves anyway, but whatever. Regardless, we now have to figure out, can I beat Mother with Sacred Heart Godhead Backstabber? Oh, geez, I wonder, Man, this is so difficult. I'm having such a hard time, you guys. Make sure to like the video to give me luck so I can actually beat this. This is so sad. Can we get 7 likes? Man, that was so difficult. Wow. Oh, wow. I put so much effort in. Well, let's fight Delirium. Rosary. Cool. Finally, we're getting... Oh, we got... You know what? I'm happy. We finally got some more all stats ups from our Libra, and we got the Seraphim transformation. I'm happy. You get a thumbs up from me. There we go. We can finally put a cap off on this run. Finally, something interesting. A golden pill. Just use all of it. It ran out basically immediately, and I think I just lost stats. Oh, hey, but my shot speed's absolutely dick now. Nice. As if our Godhead wasn't already carrying the run hard enough. The lamb will perish by my hand. Hey, there's the bibble I didn't want. Isaac will perish like the rest of them. A lot of books today. I think, actually, because of the way that damage scales, I think Telepathy for Dummies might still be better here. I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong, but I feel like that's how it works. Okay, this just gave me a reverse justice and a dice charge, so let's find out where our secret rooms are. Any pedestal items in here? Could be. Nothing from there. Nothing from there. A guppy item perchance. Nothing from there. Alright, let's check our super secret then. Oh wow, a bunch of pills, and like none of them that I care about again. Justice. No pedestal items. Judgment? Of course not. Alright, let's go fight Delirium. Delirium has arrived! And Delirium will depart. That's the word. That's the opposite of arrive. Something tells me that this is going to be a not very particularly difficult challenge. Yeah, I'm just gonna give him a leg up and use that bad trip. Why not? Sometimes Delirium just has it rough, you know. He needs a little bit of a pick me up to make sure he's firing on all cylinders. And unfortunately, that is face form. So I'm just gonna face tank this real quick. Speaking of face tanking, I have the HP that I don't even really care because I have Birthright. Oh wow, Conquest, that's crazy. And Delirium's dead. Wow, what a difficult run that was. Why the hell did I even bother making this Libra video? Well, with that being said, everybody, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is not the way I had hoped or planned it would turn out, but this turned out to be an absolutely bonkers run. Leave a comment telling me if you want more Isaac content, if you want to leave some ideas for Isaac related content, or if you just want to say something nice, leave a comment down below, and you might be the next comment of the week. But regardless, for now, if you genuinely enjoy this video, consider dropping a like and make sure to hit that subscribe button to become a pup if you haven't already, and hit the bell so it actually does something. If you want to support me in the channel, you can do so on Patreon for just $5 a month and get a bunch of cool perks. A huge shout out to all of my current patrons. I love you all so much. Additionally, you can always just buy somewhere if you don't want to deal with a subscription. My name's Vixie, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye!